morning students, welcome to my channel. In today's class we will be seeing a second example for nested list. So in my previous lecture I had already taught you how to create a nested list, but today we will see it with one more example. So as I had said that nested list is a collection of sublists within the main list items. If your list items contain sublists, like if this is a main list item and these are sublists, this is a sublist. So each of the list items can contain sublists, and even here within each sublist also you can have their own sublists. So you can see this is one sublist, this is another sublist, and this is another sublist, and within this sublist you again have one small sublist, and the outer list is already there. So let us see one such example of nested list. So the first thing which I am going to do is write a list, write the output which I want. Here I am writing what I need as the output on my web page. So these are some input devices, and I want output devices. And here I will be having a bulleted list. And speaker. Within speakers, I have again a sublist, headphone and Bluetooth speakers, or I can have normal speakers. And I'll have a third device also, storage. Within storage, I am having a bullet, optical drives, and within optical I am going to have CD, DVD, and Blu-ray disc. And I'll be having one more, that one more I am going to write over here. It's a continuation. Magnetic discs, that is number 1, hard disk. External hard disk. This hard disk refers to internal hard disk, so I can change this. So we have these options. So this is my nested list which I have to create. As you can see over here, number 1, 2, 3. So these three things, that is 1, 2, 3, they refer to the outer list which we will be creating using the OL tag. Why? Because they are numbered. Okay, so we start with OL tag, and because the Arabic numerals are the default settings, hence you don't need to specify that as type. Coming to the next list item, I have LI tag, and within LI tag I will be typing the first one, that is input devices. Now input devices contains a sublist, And this list is also an ordered list because you can see there are A, B, C. So we will start an OL tag here, and its type would be set to small a, because here you can see that it is no longer Roman numerals but it is small alphabets. So we will type that, and again list item, keyboard, scanner, and mouse. Okay, and mouse. And here we will close the OL tag, and we will close this LI tag also, because our first list item ends over here with the end of the first ordered list. Now students, I am giving you few seconds. You can take a screenshot of this. Okay, now I will begin with the second list item. That is output devices. So I will start with LI. Let me change my marker. I will start with the second list item, that is LI. You can see over here, and it is output devices. Within this, we can see that there are bullets over here, and this is a custom bullet. So because I haven't taught you CSS yet, so I am going to change the custom bullet to one of the three options, that is a black square. This is what I want on the screen. So for this I will be using UL, because it's an unordered list, type equals square. So this is my sublist, and let us start with the first element here, LI printer. Monitor, plotter, and speaker. And speaker also contains a sublist. So let us see that first. Now I already remembered this, so I am rubbing this part. So for speaker, again what we will be doing is opening an ordered list OL tag, because there is an we can see I, first, second and third are given. You can remove the brackets from here because we don't have any option for providing brackets. So we will be giving dot after this, type equals lower Roman numerals. Now within that again LI, headphone, Bluetooth speaker, and the third one, because I have less space here, so I'm not writing it completely, so you can write that. And once it is done, firstly I will close this OL tag. Now let us see which all tags we need to close. We have closed this OL tag. Now because it is a list item, so I need to close this LI tag also. So because of less space, I'm going to write the closing tag one by one after this. Now this is closed. Now I need to close this UL tag. When you write it in the copy, please provide indentation as I have done here. Okay, because this indentation helps you to identify the lists and their corresponding sublists. Now this UL tag is closed, and after that we have to close this LI tag also. So here we end with our second list item also till here. So this is done. Again, I'll be giving you some time. Please take a screenshot. Okay, now we move on to our next. Let me change my marker. Now I have the next one, that is the third one. So Li storage. Now within that we have again a sublist which is a bulleted list. So I'll take UL type equals disk, because you can see a filled circle over here. So type as disk. Li, the first list item, that is optical disk. And again a sublist over here. So for that again we will be using what? UL tag, and for purposes of convenience I am replacing this by circle. So UL type equals circle. Then again Li. So the first one is CD, second one is DVD, and the third one is Blu-ray. And once this is done, let us see what we need to close. First we need to close the UL tag. Then we need to close this Li tag. And after Li tag we also need to, we cannot close this UL tag because there is still one more sublist, that is magnetic disks. So now over here this Li tag is closed, that is optical disk. So there is still another list item left, which is your magnetic disk, which we have to start. So please take a screenshot and then I'll start with that. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the next one. That is the second element of the first sublist of the third list item. So that is magnetic disk. So for that again I will be opening your Li tag, which will refer to the list item for this sublist, second sublist. This will come through practice, students. Magnetic disk. And within magnetic disk again there was a small list which contained ABC. So we will again open OL tag. Type equals small a. Close this. And list item. First one, internal hard disk drive. And next is external hard disk drive. So here this small list ends. So this OL will end. This Li tag will end. And now what will end? If you remember, we had started this with UL tag, because you can see a bullet over here. And this magnetic disk is the second item of this sublist. UL. Hence what we need to do is we need to first close the UL tag for that sublist. Then we will close the Li tag for this outer list item. And finally we will be closing the OL tag, the very outermost OL tag, which refer to these list items 1, 2 and 3. So I have closed that tag over here. With this we end the nested list. So such type of lists are known as nested lists. You can go on nesting the list up to any level according to your requirement. So we end the class today. Please practice this, and if you have any doubts you can drop a comment and ask me the doubt, or you can ask me in the next online class. Thank you everyone.